maybe a good way to begin with it. We had not talked about the backstory prior to Hellbound. So, talking to Clive, I knew that Pinhead had been a man. Specifics were never discussed. I don't know that Clive had a specific backstory in his mind at that point. So I didn't know, whether he had ceased to be a man 3 days ago, a couple of months ago, 10 years ago, 1,000 years ago. I didn't know. Only that this had happened. One of the sense impressions I mentioned, sitting looking in the mirror, along with in the midst of lots of them, was a sense of melancholy about the character, and I tied that to a question mark in my head, which is, why is he so interested in people? And my answer to that was that he was kind of in a perpetual state of mourning for a humanity that he couldn't remember, which all fell into place very nicely for Hellbound when Elliot was introduced as an element. There would have been more establishing shots at the beginning of the film. They got lost because of budgetary problems with Hellbound, which we don't have time for. I mean, and again, an unexpected bonus for me. I wasn't expecting it, but obviously it's nice to have your own mug on screen and be playing an opposite side to Pinhead, which we explored more in the third film. I mean, we said often, I think, that the process of realization, here's a picture of yourself. I remember, oh my God, I'll turn into a human being and I'll sacrifice myself to save you, okay? It all happens very fast. But there's a slight problem, I think, in the end of Hellbound, which is that there are so many storylines running, and it pertains to every character being their own leading role. Everybody has a storyline. There are multiple storylines. Channel and Julia, and Channel and Pinhead. There's Julia and Kirsty. There's Kirsty and Pinhead. There's Kirsty and Tiffany. There's all these storylines desperately racing to door marked the credits, trying to get resolved. So it all happens very quickly. It would have been nicer, perhaps, to have taken a bit of a breath to absorb everything.